Hey Dressage Superstars, today I'm going to answer the question, what leg muscles do you use to stay on your horse in sitting trot? Okay, so the person that was asking the question said you mentioned groin muscles. That doesn't help. Okay, I will try to specify further. She asked if I could show you off the horse, but the best place to find them is on the horse. Now most people, where's your strongest leg muscle? It's either your thigh muscle, I know there's a fancy term, is it adductor, Phil? But isn't your quadricep the back one? Oh, okay. Yeah, so either the back one, most people turn out their leg and grip with the back one, feeling nice and secure. Other people, is it really a hamstring? I don't agree, but I'm not a physiologist. The side one, like this whole big meaty one they use. And the fact is, can you see my seat? I don't know how zoomed in you are, Phil, but here's me relaxed, here's me tensed. What just happened? I came out of the saddle, I've come to the back. The more I tense, the more I go to the back of the saddle, and the more I kind of use my stirrups for balance, I know, which won't help. So I have to sit. You know, you want to get in there. You want to sit really in the middle and in the centre of the saddle, which means you've got to let go. So you've got to let go of everything. You know, you can take your feet out of the stirrups in halt, and if the horse isn't that strong, get someone to hold it or whatever, and just get that feeling of being completely centred. So right now, I feel so deep in the saddle, it's not funny. Now, when you get your stirrups, you should feel, so I've just had to hopefully just lift my toes a little bit, and it hasn't affected this. If I went, I've got to find my stirrup, and I'm lifting my legs, and then I do this, which is what some people do, now I've lost my centre. So go really, really deep and find, whoa, yeah, now I'm in it. Then just lift your toes, find your stirrups. That's a really good skill to have anyway, to find your stirrups, drop, find your stirrups, drop, find your stirrups, because believe me, that can happen sometimes. And you've got to be able to find your stirrup, really. It's not just drop, oh God, excuse me, where's my stirrup, where's my stirrup? That won't work. You've got to be able to go drop, find them. And they're always going to be, you know, where you left them. They have gravity and they just go there. Okay, so now you're feeling nice, deep and centered in the saddle. How do you stay there if you've got to keep your leg loose? So obviously you still need to keep, you don't ride with the back, don't turn your toe out. Your toe needs to be parallel to the horse's body, but we can't tense because then you pop out of the saddle. So you've got to stay nice, round and deep. This needs to be off, but it can't be so off that you start using the back of the leg. It's just relaxed. And then these tiny muscles in here, I know this is getting a bit rude, but it is your tiny little upper groin muscles. Now when I learnt this, I went, yeah, I don't have any. I didn't have any. They were so small and insignificant. But then you asked the question, well, if I did have tiny insignificant groin muscles, how would I use them and how would they get stronger? So I went, okay, tiny insignificant groin muscles. I'm going to walk and I'm going to tense without tensing my legs. I'm going to find these groin muscles. And it seems so silly. And the question, the more I've been teaching, I've been doing quite a bit of teaching at the moment, the more I've been saying the same thing to all my students. Stop doing so much. Stop overreacting. Stop using a huge solution to a tiny problem. You have a tiny problem, so use a tiny solution to fix it. You think because you bounce that therefore you need to use a big solution and a big lot of muscle or a big lot of power to stop you bouncing, but you don't. You literally need to sit deeper, and how do you sit deeper? By relaxing more. So you need to give and relax everything. Now I know you're going, okay, so here's me sitting on the couch. And you see the minute I kind of drop my shoulders and my posture, I'm bouncing. But the minute I go, okay, I want to be relaxed like I'm sitting on the couch with my legs, but let's have, oh my God, there's a really cute guy sucking my tummy, pop out my chest and look really pretty. That's all I'm doing with my upper body, but my lower body is legs sitting on the couch. You know, you can do your no stirrups if you wanted to get that really nice, relaxed feeling. And then just find your stirrups. It's okay, sweetie. Find your stirrups and find that connection. And then just keep searching, where are my upper groin muscles? Where are my upper groin muscles? If I'm not going to grip with this, because that pops me, if I'm going to give with my legs, like I'm overemphasizing, don't open up like that, but really soften your legs. I know, she's like, why are you riding like the biggest monkey? Okay, soften your legs And then just go, if I was to find tiny little groin muscles, where would they be and what would they look like? Good girl. And do that times 200,000. And when you've done that 200,000 times, write me a message and let me know how good it worked. Most people aren't used. We live in a microwavable society. We live in a society that says, I need to order my food now and have it now. I need everything. I send an email, I want a response now. I send a message, I want a response now. That's not how the world works. Remember, farming, I'm not a farmer, by the way, but farming, what do you do to get an apple off an apple tree? You plant the seed, then you water the seed, you pick out the weeds, you do a lot of work. Now you do a lot of work and what do you see? Nothing. Do you have an apple tree? Absolutely not. Because everything is happening under the surface. The seed that you planted, because of the care and the attention that you're giving the seed, it's growing little roots and it's doing all this stuff under the soil. And then it might pop up a little bit and you go, this is useless. This is not an apple tree. And if you leave and you stop watering and you stop weeding and you stop caring for your little seed, you'll never have an apple tree. But if you keep cultivating and you keep looking after that apple seed, you'll have an apple tree one day. And that's your writing. You need to do the work. You need to keep watering and gardening, even though you see no change and no improvement. And that's why most people don't get to the top, because they're not getting the quick instant improvement. Oh, I did that once and I couldn't sit in trot, so it doesn't work. It's not how life works. So enjoy doing the work, and I'll see you soon. If today's video helped you and you want to take your dressage to the next level, I would love to invite you to become part of the Dressage Mastery Academy. Click on the link below to find out more.